What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Guys, our good friend Bobbi Brown made his way to Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett and others, and I don't really know why any black man will go over there, but obviously they still do. And Bobbi Brown had a discussion, right, in talking about his tough life. Now, you know, Bobbi Brown is from Boston. He was in the famous group New Edition. Then he broke off and had, in my opinion, maybe Johnny Gill, but he had probably the best solo career. He wasn't the best singer, but he was a really good dancer and he was really crazy. He did a lot of crazy stuff. But Whitney Houston is probably the greatest African-American female singer ever. And that's saying a lot because Aretha Franklin is my favorite, but she has 200 million records worldwide. The only person that I know that was black that was selling over that was Michael Jackson. That's how big time Whitney Houston was. She reached over into not just black American, man, but she was an icon worldwide. I mean, before Facebook, before Instagram, before the internet, she was the truth. Okay, you know, came from a really good family in the East Coast. I believe her parents, if I'm not mistaken, was her father a pastor or something like that, or a gospel singer? Was her mother? It was something like this. But she came from a pretty decent family. Okay, came up in the church like most of us. Want to know what messed up Whitney Houston's life? Bobbi Brown. Okay, in my honest opinion, Bobbi Brown came from a typical jacked up, dysfunctional, poor project, single parent home. Not that that's bad or anything like that, but that she did. Okay, now even though they divorced in 2007, Bobbi Brown's ass did a number on Whitney Houston's life for the worse. She married him in the prime. It was her fault for messing with Pookie and Ray Ray. But Bobbi Brown ruined Whitney Houston, in my opinion. I hate to say it. When you deal with niggas who don't know what they're doing, this is the outcome. Ladies, understand how messing with the wrong man ruins your life. Get with a guy like Bobbi Brown, and then you're done. Stay with him 15 years, and then you're done. You'll be on drugs just like he was. But let's go back to Mr. Brown, okay? And don't forget Dionne Warwick is her cousin. And Dionne Warwick is saying too. Bobbi Brown blames Nick Gordon for being responsible for the death of his daughter and Whitney Houston. He said that both of them died under similar circumstances. Now, also, his son Bobbi Brown Jr. is dead, okay? And Bobbi Kristina died, I believe, recently. If I'm not mistaken, she died 2015. Gordon himself died in a heroin overdose. You know, I hate to see guys blame others. Now, true, Whitney Houston made her own decisions. Okay? It's true. She made bad decisions. Bobbi Kristina, when she died, had everything to do with the fact that Bobbi Brown was not a strong enough parent, a strong enough man to keep his kids out of trouble. He was the wrong man for that. Okay? You are not a good father. You're not a good man. Okay? You're too busy abusing drugs, too busy having legal problems. You got kidnapped by the preacher crew. You was doing all kind of stuff. You know, and then that's everybody else's fault. The reality is, Bobbi Brown, your kids didn't have any chance because you were their father. And as much as Whitney Houston, which is it's her fault for dealing with you, you are the reason also why your kid's not here. And one thing I don't like is when black men always blame something on other people. The good thing about my dad I like about him, he's not a perfect man. But you know what he told me one day? He said, son, I have failed in a lot of things in life, even being your father. But God is my witness. The one thing that I want from you is to be a better man than I was. I haven't done the right things. I was on drugs. I was cheating on your mom, and I wasn't a provider. And that's not your fault. That's my fault. I made those decisions. And you shouldn't have to suffer behind my decisions. But I made a mistake. But through it all, I want to let you know, I'm sorry about how I did. And now, until I die, I'm going to make sure I'm going to be a better father. And I want you to be a better man than me and break our family curse. He told me that. And men have to understand you are responsible to a certain degree to how your kids turn out. You are responsible for how your wife turns out. You've lost your wife, ex-wife. You lost your daughter. You lost one of your sons. That has something to do with you. And until Bobbi Brown really gets a grip of his goddamn self and stop blaming others, you are the reason why. You play a role in it. And this is what I don't like about a lot of brothers. You guys out there, even me, you know, I used to blame people for why I wasn't successful, why I wasn't where I was in life. You know, my parents made mistakes, and they did. But ultimately, I made some mistakes too in my life. Ultimately, when I get up in the morning, I have the opportunity to do what I want to do in life. It's me. I can get out here, as long as I have breath in my body, I can be somebody in life. And the only person that can stop me from achieving my goals is me. My parents did enough to at least put me on the right path as best as they could. It's my job to do something else. Same thing with Bobbi Brown. You had success. You had money. You didn't get help. You were acting a goddamn fool. You had a beautiful woman who had everything in her prime, and you destroyed her. You destroyed your family. And now you're broke and don't have nothing. You want to blame other people because you're chasing whores, drugs, not wanting to be a family man. Don't give me, well, you know, he didn't know nothing about that. You know what? At that level in life, you can learn from mentors if you want them. You didn't want to, you want to do what you want to do. You want to be defiant, recalcitrant. Now at 52, you don't have shit. And you still blaming everybody else for your goddamn failures. Don't you dare be like Bobbi Brown, black men. Because you gotta own it. I would never let my wife or my family end up like that. I would die first. And until these black men out there start to realize what's going on out here, taking accountability for one's own action, we as a group of men are not gonna get, because nobody likes a person who's a blamer, especially a man. Men have to be accountable. Men have to be accountable for what we do. As the old adage says, women and kids can make mistakes. Men cannot. I definitely agree with that. Guys, what do you think about that? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts, guys. Go to the first comment there and check out the Patreon. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm